Well, on the bright side, I haven't been this enthusiastic and this 100% locked in, sweating, just fucking like so shook, so nervous in a while with the New England Patriots. Since week 2, actually, like I said, against the Dolphins, I want to say after that, Eagles against the Patriots today lost 21-17 in a game where they literally should have won this football game, especially when you look at the fact that towards the end of the game, Mac Jones throws one of the best footballs of his NFL career to Devontae Parker, who we gave an extension to. We're trying to make him our number 1 wide receiver, which had like a 4th round pick for him. He drops the pass right in his hands. Devontae Parker drops that pass, and that loses the Patriots the game. You can't do that. One of the best passes of Mac Jones' NFL career. You cannot drop that pass, especially at the point we were 1-4. We're now 1-5. We still have to play the Bills again, the Dolphins again, the Jets again. Like, this is the worst defense we've played this season by far. This isn't even a bad defense. You have that madman Max Crosby who was bitching Darian Lowe. That nigga, you should be bagging my fucking groceries, buddy. You fucking reek. Our offensive line, terrible. Running game today was actually pretty fucking good. Shout out to the running game. Like, efficiency wise, not insane, but just making like big plays when they need to be made, especially the second half of the game. They showed up. Let's talk about Mac Jones today. He goes 24-33 today, 201 yards and a pick. He had a pick to a terrible throw in the red zone to Trevor Morik. My bad if I don't enunciate that perfectly, but terrible throw in the red zone. I don't know what he's trying to do. I think Mac Jones thinks he's way better than he is because he tries to make these insane Patrick Mahomes-esque plays off his back foot on the run. Like, he's not that guy. Like, let's be honest, Mac Jones is not that guy. You should be out trying to force throws and make throws that you shouldn't be making. Talk about that last video in his negatives for his scouting report when he was at Alabama. Makes a lot of throws that he shouldn't be, forced a lot of plays. With this Patriots team, with that trash ass O-line, terrible receiving core, and a bad quarterback, sorry, Mac Jones, you cannot be doing that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to the defense today. Before I get into the rest, shout out to the defense today. The defense today stepped up. We got a nice hit from Jabril Peppers into a pick, hitting Devontae Adams and Jelani Tavai. Got that. Jelani Tavai played a pretty good game today. I was in a couple of saying that J.C. Jackson played a good game today, and then he got the holding play on the time that we got to stop. I mean, that fucking sucks. Shout out to Christian Barmore. He had a nice tackle at the end of the game as well. Anthony Jennings, shout out to him. I haven't really heard his name on the field for a while. Now with Judon out, looks like Anthony Jennings and be like, got to step up at the linebacker position. Former Alabama Crimson Tide. Love to see that. Shout out to the defense today that did their thing. And I don't know, last couple of weeks, Jake Ferguson killed us in week 3. This week, or maybe week 4. Yeah, week 4. And today, Michael Mayer, I know his 2nd round pick from tight end. I know he went to the Travis Kelce tight end university camp. I know he's doing his thing, but for him to kill us like that, like, we got to be better in terms of that defense. I mean, no Judon, no Gons. But people forget, we were putting Sean Wade, Miles Bryant, and these other guys as well. Jonathan Jones came in today. Pretty sure he got injured and he didn't. I don't know if he even came back into the game. Jack Jones, he's out. Marcus Jones, he's out. Christian Gonzalez, he's out. How many corners are we gonna keep fighting? I mean, how many corners are gonna fucking go down for us? Holy shit! I mean, at this point, the Patriots, the NFL trade deadline is later this month. Sell, like, obviously. Bill Belichick, you need to lose that GM role, buddy. The fact that you gave Devontae Parker an extension, which at the point, again, kind of got to do stuff. I was like, okay, Devontae Parker back, give us more casting for this season. Okay, cool. And they just drops that, and then he just hasn't really produced this season as well. He hasn't really produced since that what was it, the Ravens game last year? Was that Nelson Aguilar? I don't know, but back to the stats. Mondre today, 10 carries, 46 yards, and a touchdown right here.
Backfield, Stevenson. Here he is. Can he come home with a touchdown? He does! Ramondre Stevenson.
Shout out to Mondre. Good to see him get on the board. 2nd touchdown of the season for Mondre Stevenson. Was on a 1-yard line after a terrible flagged by Max Crosby. I'm pretty sure they called for roughing the passer on Mac Jones in the late fourth quarter. And Ramon Stevenson got in with a nice touchdown. Like I showed you guys, shout out to Zeke. Hit a couple runs today, was pretty good in the receiving game. So the touchdown that got called back by holding from one of our old line. Zeke, he doesn't look that slow, to be honest. I'm not expecting him to be a tractor like Devon H. and Raheem Mostert, like the fucking Dolphins have. Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill. No. Solid speed. Zeke today, 7 carries, 34 yards, and his first touchdown with the New England Patriots right here.
Cunningham is at quarterback. Now he's moving out. Looks like direct snap coming to Zeke. Will be his first touchdown as a Patriot. Going up and under. He's in for the touchdown.
You said he's got a little more juice. They should play him a little bit, huh, Jim? I think he kind of showed.
Shout out to Zeke. It's good to see a change of pace back. Just got to take some pressure off for Roger Stevenson. I mean, if he's producing, I'm not opposed to that. And then Kendrick Bourne today had a 1 carry for 4 yards and a nice little end around. Mac Jones, he ran the ball one time for -1 yards, and also put in Malik Cunningham for the first time this season and fourth quarter, and not the first time this season. He was put in at least 3 times that I can vividly remember. First time, second time they didn't throw the ball to him. He was playing wide receiver. Third time they put him in kind of a wildcat, giving a direct snap to the ball, and he didn't end up getting it, and he ended up getting sacked immediately for a 5-yard tackle for loss, which was pretty unfortunate. Receiving wise today, Kendrick Bourne. Now, you look at any of the Patriots wide receivers, the one guy that I still will classify as not bad per se is Kendrick Bourne, which will probably lead to Kendrick Bourne getting traded because he's the only receiver on our team that possibly isn't downright terrible. Like Kendrick Bourne is actually a solid wide receiver, especially that wide receiver 3, potentially number 4 on a pretty good football team is pretty good. Kendrick Bourne being your West wide receivers though is kind of like, what the fuck are we doing? Like Kendrick Bourne, perfect wide receiver number 3. He's in the slide, he's pretty good speed, nice hand, can make some big time plays in open space. Shout out to KB, but he might end up getting dealt. Early on this season, they were like, we're not trading KB. I'm like, good. I want to see how the season turns out. Season's not there, but we're in a 5. You could probably trade KB. I doubt. Maybe they want to go ahead and re-sign him. I don't know. I mean, I thought last season they would with Jacoby Myers, and of course he scored a touchdown today versus us, but I'll get into that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. They can trade him for like a 5th round pick or some shit, or can they just bring him back? I mean, he has connection with Mac Jones. I mean, don't let another guy that has connection with Mac Jones dip out. You get nothing for him at the very least, okay? But at the point, like I said, KB today, 10 catches, 91 yards. He was doing his thing, made some nice plays, especially in the second half of that game. Shout out to Kendrick Bourne. Back to 6 today, 3 catches for 27 yards. Mondre today, 5 catches for 24 yards. Going to see him in the receiving game. That's where he really should be getting a good amount of his run because he was really good in the receiving game last season as well. Kind of reminded me of a mini James White. Of course, James White, one of the best receiving backs I've seen probably my entire lifetime. But Ramon Stevenson, pretty good receiving back. Bill Brown, that's tight end. He had a catch today for 15 yards. Zeke had one for 15 as well. Obviously, like I said, he got that initial play called back on like a 70+ yard touchdown. He was absolutely gassed, and then he turned around and saw the play was going to be called back, and you can just see like that's tough. And then Ty Montgomery today, 1 catch for 9 yards as well. The pass literally could have been a pick from Robert Spillane. He had 2 picks last week, the former Steeler. He could have had a pick today versus us as well, which would have literally been a dagger. I don't know if he would have been a pick 6 like they were saying on the commentary, because I don't know. Robert Spillane's he's not a speedster, at least I don't think so. Yeah. And then Hunter Henry again. He just has to be utilized. Hunter Henry is a good set initially. Hunter Henry is by far, I feel like, our best, obviously tight end, but he has to be like our best receiving option. For him to get a single catch today for 7 yards, like, what the fuck are we doing? He needs to be utilized more than he is, especially in the red zone. Like, that man in the red zone, he has magnet for hands when he's in his end zone. Devontae Parker, 1 for 7. I need to look up Devontae Parker's contract because there has to be a potential out somewhere, because there's no way Bill Belichick just woke up one day and was like, I'm going to re-sign Devontae Parker, even though he really hasn't been that good for us. He was solid. He had some nice moments, but okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, there's a potential out in 2025 I'm looking at right now. But gave him a 2-year, $10 million deal, which was, I guess, next season and this season as well. I mean, next season and next season after that. The next upcoming season, next upcoming season after that. So a year and another year. So we have an out at 2 years, 12 million. So apparently in 2024, I mean, we're paying him a base salary of $3.2 million. I mean, it always be used as a trade piece. I mean, shit. If y'all want Juju, if y'all want Devontae Parker, y'all got him. Y'all got him, my guy. And Taekwon throwing today, first catch of the season for Taekwon. 1 of 6. Taekwon throwing up to this point has been a bust in the NFL. He's like a second, maybe third round pick of the Patriots. He just has not produced. He's been injured and hasn't really produced much in the field when he is actually healthy. So definitely need to see some more outs of Tyquan Thornton, but good to see him on the board. We have we had no sacks today. No Judon, no sacks. I mean, Uche got injured. He's in a contract. You're another guy that might get dealt. Keon White got injured. We got a pick today from Jelani Tavai. First pick of the Patriots season. No, second, because Gonzo had one against Tua, and Tavai had one today against Jimmy Garoppolo off that hit from Jabril Peppers on Devontae Adams, and he corralled in his arms, even though we should have picked last week with Kyle Duggar against Derek Carr, but Belichick was probably just zoned out. He's like, nah, I'm not challenging this. He said, fuck your pick, Kyle Duggar. And then Chad Robinson made his lone field goal from 43 yards. Going to see him get on the field. Bryce Behringer, we put him the ball 3 times today, so that I thought the offense was good. This is that the defense just let the Raiders get on such long drive. They had like an 8-minute drive in the first drive of the game for a field goal. Like, Jesus Christ, that's absolutely insane. Yeah, to punt the ball 3 times today, I definitely do miss like Marcus Jones on the kick return, punt return, because having Miles Bryant and Ty Montgomery, shit, I would even want Demario Douglas, who didn't play today, which I promise you, Demario Douglas would have had not a field day, but if KB's putting up 1091, Demario Douglas is putting up at least 50 for 5, bro. Let's be honest. So no Juju today. No Mario Douglas. Let's get into the Raiders now. Jimmy Garoppolo does end up getting injured, former Patriot. Today we played how many former Patriots? I mean, Garoppolo, Hoyer came in to replace Garoppolo, Jermaine Alamanor. We got who else? I mean, as I go through this, I'll talk about that. But the New England Raiders at this point, Jesus Christ, Josh McDaniels, former Patriot OC, then Broncos head coach, and back to us. Like, Jesus Christ. That's what's at the point, though. Jimmy Garoppolo today, 14 of 22, 162 yards, a touchdown, and a pick to Jelani Tavai. Then Brian Hoyer came in today and threw a dot to number 10. I'm pretty sure his name was... I'll get into that. It was Tucker. Apparently he's a speedster. That man was cooking us. Only 2 catches, but he had big time catches, unfortunately, against the Patriots. As we kept Devontae Adams in check, Bill Belichick, as long as he head coach of the New England Patriots. And he's a good part of the defense. He will look to shut down the opposition's best player. And once again, he did it today. Shout out to him. But also lets the role players, if you will, do their thing as well. Brian Horace today, 6 for 10, 102 yards. Josh Jacobs today, 25 carries, 77 yards for 3.1 yards per carry. Garoppolo ran the ball twice for 4 yards, and that's about it. In the running game, for the receiving game, Michael Mayer, from the beginning of the game, he was absolutely cooking us. Like I said, Jake Ferguson and the Cowboys are doing this as well. I don't know what it is. I don't know why we're not seeing more of Kyle Duggar on tight ends. I don't know why I'm seeing like Jalen Mills and some even Miles Bryant on these big, tall, built tight ends. Like Kyle Duggar is like not like a big hitter, but like I trust him in that compared to like Jalen Mills and other people like that. Like, come on, maybe even Adrian Phillips as well. I don't know. Michael Myers today, 5 catches for 75 yards. Jacoby Myers, 5 for 61 in the touchdown. Of course, he was in the score in the back of the end zone against the New England Patriots. And well, that looks really, really dumb now by Bill Belichick going ahead and not re-signing Jacoby Myers, even though it was really the security blanket of Mac Jones. They had a really good connection. Juju Smith-Schuster, who has been outright poor this season, piss poor this season, let's say. And he was out today with concussion. So that's unfortunate, but good to Jacoby do his thing. But of course, he'll dunk on us because, of course, why not this season? Everything that will go wrong is going wrong for the 2023 New England Patriots. Yeah. Trey Tucker today, 2 for 57. Devontae Adams today, only 2 catches for 29 yards. Austin Hooper, he like hurdled Miles Bryant, buddy. Like, have some fucking shame, buddy. 2 catches for 19 yards for Austin Hooper. Like I said, 2 for 29 for Devontae Adams, 2 for 16 for Josh Jacobs, and 2 for 7 for Zamir White. And then defensive wise, they got a half a sack from Crosby. They got a sack from Meg Robinson, the cornerback. They got a sack from John Jenkins, a sack from Adam Butler. They got a safety to end off the game with Max Crosby. Like, the Patriots O-line is simply not good. The rookies have not been good. Vidarian Lowe, traded for Pierre Strong Jr., who scored a touchdown in his first game with the Browns, has not been good. Patriots offensive line, you look at it, it's supposed to be solid. I mean, Trent Brown is supposed to be good. David Andrews is supposed to be good. Cole Strange is supposed to be good. Those are 3 guys right there that at the very minimum are supposed to be good. I'm probably missing some people just off the top of my head. Just kind of like, oh my God, it's not supposed to be this bad. Mike Onwenu is supposed to be good. He's been injured, but he's supposed to be good. Now we got guys like So and Mafi, the rookies getting penalties. Like, oh my God. We got a pick today from Trevon Morik. Yeah, I mean, they got how many sacks? Pause, of course. Hella pause. Patriots today, yards wise, 250 yards to the Raiders, 348. We had 177 passing yards to their 264. We had 83 rushing yards to their 84. We had 4.6 yards per carry to their 5.4. We had 16 first downs to their 19. We were 6 for 12 on third down. They were 8 for 16. We had 56 plays to their 65. We allowed 4 sacks. They allowed 0 sacks. We punted the ball 3 times. They punted the ball twice. We had 10 penalties for 79 yards. They had 6 for 42. We both threw a pick. And time possession, 27 minutes and 49 seconds for us, and they had 32.11. So it's honestly a lot shorter than I thought it would. Like, the distance, I thought they would be like leading by a lot more than they were, but they weren't. So I guess the Patriots just lost this game on that drop by Devontae Parker. You look at the drop or the not catch by Kayshon Boutte in week 1, and then you look at the Cole Strange play in that Dolphins game to lose that game. Like, Patriots are in these 1-score games to show some improvement, because the last 2 weeks they've been outscored 72-3, 38-3, then like 34-0 against the Saints, and then prior to that to the Cowboys. The Patriots are not 1-5, like I said. Sell guys that you aren't going to re-sign. Get some value out of these guys. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Some guys as well that you're just not really high on. I mean, at this point, Pat's going to have a lot of money to spend this offseason. A lot of these guys, I hope, do not return for this Patriots team, because this team is just simply not it. Bill Belichick, you need to find a GM replacement, because, again, your track is just wide receivers, even signing them as of recent, have not been good. I trust you for the defense. You got me Gonzo. You did your thing. You feel what I'm saying? You got some playmakers on the defensive side of the football. Now, looking for offense. We're looking to see something, okay? And next week we play against the Buffalo Bills, which should be a slaughter. It's not gonna get easier. Like, look how hard the schedule is for the Patriots. Eagles, Dolphins, Jets, Cowboys, Saints. Pretty solid team. I give them their credit. The Raiders were the easiest team we faced this season by far. We lost to them with Brian Hoyer stepping in for the second half of the game for Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo isn't good as well. Mac Jones is also terrible as well when he threw a red zone pick. Oh my God. We next face the Bills, but wait, we also face the Dolphins right after that. Caleb Williams, War New England Patriot. I gotta do my scouting on Drake May. I gotta see if he's actually QB2. People have been saying he's QB2. Michael Penix, saw he's like a late first, early second round pick. He's like 23 with multiple injuries, also including his ACL. He might win the Heisman. I mean, Caleb Williams he trolled last night against Notre Dame. Michael Penix went off, and a nice win against number 8 ranked Oregon, and Bo Nix took them down. So I've been scouting for these NFL draft. I've been scouting. I've been doing my due diligence. I gotta tap into Drake May. When Drake May faces some comp and I actually want to tune into that game, I'll tune in and I'll see what he's talking about. But the Patriots need to draft a quarterback. Oh, wide receiver. Shit, y'all saw that catch last night from Keon Coleman? Yeah. Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, at this point, the Bears might get number 1 and number 2 because the Bears trolling, the Panthers trolling. Like, Jesus Christ. Pats lose, and we're probably cooked. I mean, we are cooked. Season's over at this point. We face the Bills and the Dolphins next week. We're 1-5. I mean, we're 1-5. Yeah, it's over. It's fucking over, man. Pats, it was a good run. 2014 world champions. 2019 we beat the Rams 13-3 in the Super Bowl, an absolute snooze up. We take those 4 years ago, and now we're looking at one of the worst teams in the NFL. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I am here always for my New England Patriots. I mean, look at these legends right here. We got Brady, we got Edelman, we got Gronk, we got my boy Vince Wilfork. What y'all know about that, man? What y'all know about that? But other than that, yo, that is the video, man. Very, very tough loss. But again, we just have to move on at this point, man. But yeah, man. But other than that, yo, that is it for this. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. John. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and about, man, peace.